So why do we love the Corona Del Mar Village?
But before we get into that, guys, the best way to support our channel, especially if you like what we're doing, is to like and subscribe our content. And make sure you hit the bell so that you get notified every time we create a new video, because Ryan and I are going all in on Newport Beach. And if you like and want to know more about Newport Beach, you're not going to want to miss any future videos. And Ryan and I are also licensed real estate brokers. So if you're thinking about moving into this area, or you're thinking about selling a property because you live in this area, or you want information about Newport Beach, let us know. We got your back. Now let's get into the video.
The Corona Del Mar Village, let's talk about it a little bit. I mean, I think number one, it's the real estate prices, the homes, and the values there is like what's most attractive. I think that's huge, and they range, right? But you can get into a home or a condo there for as little as, you know, the high millions.
Yeah.
And they can go all the way up, depending on if you're close to Ocean Boulevard with a view and a huge house, to 20 million or so.
I mean, the real estate prices there are awesome. You just recently closed on a property on Jasmine, and our clients are super pumped that they were able to get into a community that doesn't have a ton of inventory all the time. And although the CDM Village is one of the more expensive areas to live when you talk about price per square foot, it's one of the most walkable areas in literally all of Newport Beach.
Yeah, it's extremely desirable. It's got this community beach vibe, but I mean, let's talk about the beaches. There's amazing beaches right there, and that's one of the things that draws it because of the proximity to the beaches. There's a few that you can go to. You have China Cove, which is down there. It's a small little beach over there. It's a cove area right off of Cove Street and Ocean Boulevard. It's very intimate, small, beautiful, surrounded by some amazing homes as well.
Yeah, and the Corona Del Mar State Beach is probably, I'd say, the most popular. And it can get busy, but it has a lot of parking accessibility, and you know what? Who's not willing to walk a little bit to get to the beach? Because once you get settled in and you're gonna enjoy your time, you're usually out there for what, 3, 4, even 5 hours sometimes, sometimes the whole day.
If you're packing up the kids for the day, you're spending the day at the beach for anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, just depending on how everything holds up with the kiddos, right?
Yeah, and the cool thing about this beach is it's very well maintained. You know, it's one of the most amazing beaches in all of the Newport Beach coastline, and it draws the largest tourist crowd during the peak season.
Yeah, so keep in mind, it will be busy at peak season as well.
Yeah.
Another couple notable beaches that you want to touch on, maybe go explore, is Pirates Cove and also Little Corona Del Mar Beach. These are smaller and a little bit less accessible, but definitely worth taking a look around and going to explore. You can cruise on some rocks and you can be a little bit more secluded, but you can just take an amazing look at the water and some of the views that they offer.
Yeah, and these are my favorite beaches, the less accessible beaches, because the harder it is to get somewhere, the less people are gonna go. Right. And if you don't like those busy crowds and you're willing to take that little trek to get there, it is a magical spot.
Also, let's talk about the walkability, which we touched on already. Walkability, the CDM Village, is very difficult to beat.
Impossible to beat.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally get everything you need there on PCH on the main drag. There's bars, there's restaurants, there's grocery stores, there's sushi, there's beauty salons, gyms, health food spots. I mean, there's even bakeries with amazing cookies, and then like a dry cleaners as well. There's a couple amazing places that I've personally gone to frequently. Jan's Health Bar. I go there and my go-to is the peanut butter date shake with a little bit of protein in it.
I still haven't had it.
It's pretty amazing. So if you're in the area, they have amazing healthy snacks and salads and smoothies and juices, but like that's my go-to for on the go if I'm in the area. There's some amazing spots for coffee. One of the ones that I go to frequently if I'm down there is Reborn Coffee. Yeah. They have other locations, but I mean, they have everything from drip coffees to lattes, matchas, and then loose leaf teas, which I know you like as well.
I do like my teas. You know, honestly, like Newport Beach in general, Corona Del Mar is just a very healthy area. People love to eat clean. People love to exercise. And so if that's your thing, you're not gonna have any trouble finding some great spots. One of my favorite go-to restaurants is Zinc Cafe. Stopping from showing properties or previewing properties in Newport, I love to stop there and grab a very healthy and hearty lunch at a fair price. So if you're in that area, check out those spots.
And it's nice because all of these places are on Pacific Coast Highway right there, which I mean, it's a nice area to sit and people watch and cruise the area as well after you're done. So I mean, it's really a nice place to go and have lunch, grab a coffee, or just walk, right?
It's literally a one-stop shop. I mean, whether you live there or you're visiting that area, you can park and just explore that whole entire area. It's a small area, but it's so densely packed with all the stuff that you're gonna be looking for that you could spend hours out there doing some really fun stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, there's pretty much dozens of reasons to live in Corona Del Mar Village area, from fine dining at 5 Crowns to grabbing a tasty cookie at the Cookie Lab, which we have done before, just cruising home from, I think, a property showing at one point, and we popped off and got a coffee and then stopped at the Cookie Lab. We recommend that place as well. We love the area, and if you're thinking of moving to Corona Del Mar, we highly recommend this area.
Yep, and we would love to know what you love about Corona Del Mar, whether you live there or you've recently visited. Comment below and let us know what's the next spot we need to check out.